What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Check this out. God dang, man. Freaking King of New York, right? Oh my God, I can't believe that. I gotta play this joint, man. The King of New York. Hey, shout out to Gene Deal. I was looking for a Gene Deal to do, man. I just got the I ordered Gene Deal books because I like to support people who I really believe in and think that they are cool people, male or female. So I'm doing I guess a bag opening. This is the opening to reveal what just came in the mail. Amazon. You know, you're supposed to cover up the SKUs and all that stuff, but whatever. Boom, watch this, y'all. Hi, y'all. I try to make it all exciting. Man, hey, Gene was cool back in the day. Boom. These some thick books too, man. I'm just they heavy. You know, so my books came, Gene. I'm supporting my man, Gene. Y'all go get the book. Support him and everything. Brother writing and everything. So on my way to the Philippines, man, I got like I got a 1 hour, 2 hour overlay. Uncle Mike cheap. Yeah, I took the cheapest ticket. But on the way back, I got an 8 hour layover. Yeah, I got an 8 hour layover. So I might stretch out and chill in another country, and I'm gonna start getting into one of these books. This is The Last Big Night, okay, and then Life After Death, when bodyguarding. Yeah, so I got the books, and my album is coming out, man. Uncle Mike got some stuff going on, man. While I'm in the Philippines, as soon as I get to the Philippines, the release date of the album is coming out, and we're gonna be putting links. I think we got a link where you click on one link, and it'll show all the streaming. You can get it on Amazon. We still got to set that up. I'm learning as we go. I don't know how this stuff works. Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music, and all that type of stuff. Each link that you prefer to listen to the music, you can click on it and go purchase it or download it or stream it or however you do it. We're also setting up on our own website where you can buy and download all the songs, all 10 of the songs from my website. But for right now, we're gonna play my favorite song.
D5, let us know you'll be out on that.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house and he can't make bail. Neighbors scared stiff, won't retrieve they ball. If it bounce over Diddy gate, they don't call. Ain't no doorbell ringing, ain't no fence climbing. They say the devil dance quiet when the stars align, and talk in the street about basements with screams, where the silence too loud and the truth still bleed. Lawyer walks off, said the case too thick. Even his mama on IV drip sick, trying to detox demon while praying on lies. But you can't cleanse blood when it drips from the sky.
Lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs returns to court following the split verdict.
I can't believe I saw the twins in the pews, eyes wide shut, trying to dodge daddy's snooze. Courtroom silence when they walking slow. I felt the shame hit the floor like a soul on the go. They say he comfy now. Sheets folded neat, other inmates doing favors just to eat. He's still moving like a mobile with a plan, but God don't blink, the karma hits like a fan. Cases dropping daily, names ain't redacted. One brave soul said, nah, I ain't masking. I'm not anonymous, I'm proud with the pen. Said you're gonna remember this truth again and again.
Watch this, y'all. I'm thinking this how the video gonna go. Background singers, watch this, y'all.
A free man to his family. The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances.
I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe.
My bad, y'all. My foot. My foot got caught. It hurt my toe also. My foot got caught when I was supposed to slide across the room. My foot got caught. Man, y'all know I can't do all this stuff, man. I'm just doing it just to have fun. But I can't believe. Oh my God. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Album coming out August 1st, man, which is Friday. This Friday, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Katt Williams. Katt Williams is back in Gene Deal after Diddy Goons jumped him outside Bad Boy reunion. Wait a minute. This is a think of that dangling participle. I'm gonna see him. Katt Williams back Gene Deal after Diddy Goons jumped him. Him refers to Katt Williams or Gene Deal. That's a dangling participle. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, baby.
Attacking real at every mother angle. If you a real mother, they hate you with everything they got. They can't stand it.
You can't. I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like
Bro, listen. We out here to get content. You're not gonna tell me what to do.
You can't come up on me.
He told street dudes who had did dirt in the street. When y'all see Gene, y'all do him dirty.
You can't come
Y'all
up on
beat him
me.
up. He wanted me in the dirt and was trying to rock me to sleep. He knew where I was at.
Y'all, Gene Deal just got jumped outside a reunion with some former Bad Boy staff, and it looks like it wasn't random at all. 3 masked dudes came out of nowhere and ran up on Gene as he was leaving the event, and you already know this all points back to Diddy. But get this. Katt Williams is now publicly showing his support for Gene, and now there's talk of Katt and Gene teaming up on some secret project to expose more dirt on Diddy and the whole industry. So this all comes just days after Gene did another explosive interview about Diddy, and he revealed some things he never talked about before, like how...
You know what? When I come back, I have already reached out to Ding just to let y'all know, let my fans know. That I'm gonna reach out to Gene and have him on the show and probably sit down and just have a little talk or whatever. I don't know how to interview people, but anyway, that's one of the questions I'm gonna ask him is, you and Katt Williams plan on hooking up for anything? Because these daggone YouTube videos and these channels, man, god dang, they can spread some lies like a mother. If we hold people more accountable for the lies that come out, the world will be a better place, man. You heard this? Check this out.
But get this. Katt Williams is now publicly showing his support for Gene, and now there's talk of Katt and Gene teaming up on some secret project to expose more dirt on Diddy and the whole industry.
Now there's talk.
So this all comes just days after Gene did another explosive interview about Diddy, and he revealed some things he never talked about before, like how he almost died working for Diddy back in the day, how he was thrown into wild situations, lied to, and never paid what he was promised. And just days after this interview, right after Diddy gets cleared of the RICO charges, Gene gets jumped? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Gene's been warning people about Diddy for years, and it looks like Diddy now feels untouchable because he managed to beat RICO. However, Gene and Katt Williams are not backing down. They're planning to expose something major about the industry, and it looks like it's making Diddy real nervous.
That this dude wanted me dead. Way before I came to YouTube. That goes to show you what kind of dude this is.
So here's what Gene says happened. He was leaving this reunion event just days after the Diddy verdict was read, and out of nowhere, 3 dudes in masks rolled up on him and tried to jump him. However, Gene later denied that they beat him up, and he made it clear he's not the one to play with.
What I look like getting beat up. What a grown man look like, somebody smacking him around, hitting him and all this shit like that. I ain't taking no ass whooping. I ain't took an ass whooping since the fucking doctor spanked me on my fucking ass. I ain't took an ass whooping since my mom and my daddy. When they stopped taking it, I guess I'm got amnesia. I don't know what an ass whooping look like or feel like.
Gene also said he's not surprised Diddy would send someone after him because he already had plans back in the day to take him out.
It came to life for y'all. It came to life for y'all that this dude wanted me dead. Way before I came to YouTube. because I was having meetings with serious dudes in the street. And he refused to sit down. So what did he do? He tell his security team. He didn't tell the NYPD officers. He didn't tell the Department of Correction officers. He didn't tell none of the parole officers or anybody he had working for him that was officers. He told street dudes who had did dirt in the street. When y'all see Gene, y'all do him dirty. Y'all beat him up. He ain't tell him to beat me up. He didn't tell him that. He wanted me in the dirt and was trying to rock me to sleep. He knew where I was at.
Now, if you've been following Gene at all, you already know Diddy has a lot of reasons why he'd want Gene gone for good. Gene has been going on podcasts, interviews, and anywhere with a mic and exposing things about Diddy that no one else talks about. Now, a lot of people accused Gene of clout chasing, but see, Gene started talking about Diddy years before Cassie even filed her lawsuit. And all the receipts are still up on Gene's YouTube channel. There are old videos there from years ago of Gene just talking in his kitchen and spilling the tea about Diddy, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie's death, Kim Porter, and all that other stuff that most people never paid attention to until Diddy was put on trial. And now, just days after Diddy beat the RICO charge, someone tries to jump Gene. That timing is too clean. Now, Diddy had a lot of opportunities to do something to Gene before all this legal mess started. However, he probably knew no one was paying attention to Gene's videos back then. But now that Gene became #1 source for all the tea on Diddy's past, it's a different story. And with Diddy beating that RICO case, he probably feels like he's unstoppable now, and he's out for revenge. In fact, it's already being reported in the media that Diddy has a revenge list ready for when he gets out of jail. Now, here's what happened right after that incident with Gene. The internet blew up, and everyone is saying the same thing, that Diddy wants Gene dead. Because at this point, Gene's not just some random ex-bodyguard. He's one of the few people from the bad boy circle still alive and still talking. And even people who used to clown Gene and claimed he was clout chasing are now listening. But it's not just fans. Gene is getting support from other people in the industry, including 50 Cent and Katt Williams. 50 posted an old photo of him and Gene and wrote in the caption, "Yo, y'all saw this-ish?" But the real surprise was Katt Williams' reaction. Katt posted this cryptic message on his IG that read, "The most dangerous anger comes from a person with a good heart. They hold it in, stay calm, smile, laugh, forgive until one day they can't take it anymore. Stop pushing good people too far." Now, Gene and Katt are not the type of dudes to run for cover or backtrack when things get dicey. However, fans are genuinely worried for them because they fear that once Diddy gets out of prison, he will be an even bigger menace than he was. One fan said, "P. Diddy going to come out of there worse than ever. It's going to be like he never left, but worse." And someone else wrote, "Of course they're in danger. Look what he's already done and gotten away with, going back to the 90s. As for Katt, he's been targeted many times in the past, just like Gene. He also claimed they tried to institutionalize him, take away his children, and even tried to unalive him.
Because here's the whole thing. You gonna charge me with child endangerment? After I adopted 7 children and had them for 14 years in this state? Really? You coming after my kids now? Because it was already a witch hunt. Now you want my babies? Yikes.
And then Jaguar Wright also recently claimed that Katt had to wear a bulletproof vest to bed for years because he knew certain powerful people wanted him gone.
You know, back in that moment, Katt was still wearing Kevlar to bed.
Right. He said he got arrested over 30 times. Yeah. No convictions.
I'm getting close.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But it's been about 30 for him. It's been 8 for me.
Yes.
He beat felony. I beat felony.
Now when it comes to Diddy, Katt's been just as outspoken as Gene Deal, and he's been calling out Diddy for years and dropping hints that Diddy and some of his industry friends were mixed up in some really dark stuff.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri, king of the... You ask me, baby.
And on top of that, Katt's been talking for years about those industry parties and how some...
Music too loud, man. They music is too loud. Did he say king of the PF's files?
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine?
King of the... If you ask me, baby.
Damn,
And on top of
man.
that, Katt's been talking for years about those industry parties and how some of these big names in the industry use them to link up with other men behind the scenes.
Motherfucker gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you down and look in the wrong room and Nick, come here. Is that two kissing?
But lately, Katt's been switching up how he talks about those mansion parties. And now it's getting way darker. He's now saying it's not just secret hookups for men on the DL, but some real ritual type stuff going on behind closed doors.
About people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
Wow.
So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
And what's interesting is that this is something that Gene Deal also exposed a long time ago in one of the old videos on his YouTube channel. Gene claimed Diddy was throwing these ritual parties for the full moon where he and other men would do some type of idol worship before the freak-off started.
And people was thinking that because of Puff gave his birthday party on her birthday, but it was bigger than that, and people don't understand that. And I think that he had almost told off on himself when he spoke about the winter solstice. And that's when the pagans and people who believe in the cult was looking for that moon on 12/12 at 12 a.m. And they were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon. And that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed. But when you get into that spiritual realm stuff, it was when people they went and they paid homage to certain sacrifices and homage to certain idols. And on the third day, they would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have sex with each other. If you don't believe it, look it up for yourself. It was when it was the last day of the full moon. And because it landed on 12/12 at 12, that's when ritual sacrifices and prayers and everything was given to certain idols. And on the third day,
they drink, they be merry and be happy, and the men would give gifts to each other and have sex with each other. So it was bigger than that. And he gave his day on my man's birthday. 3 days after the full moon, 3 days after the last moon, on 12 a.m.
And since Katt and Gene have no plans to stop talking and exposing the industry, their lives could be in danger once Diddy gets out. However, it looks like Katt and Gene are prepared for what's coming. And according to insiders, they were actually seen meeting up last week. And get this, there's now talk that Katt and Gene might be working on something together. Now, we still don't know for sure what kind of project they want to work on. It could be a podcast, a docuseries, or maybe even something bigger like their own production company. But either way, something big is coming, and one source said Katt and Gene have actually been in touch for months, trying to put together some type of truth project about the industry. Katt also recently announced he's launching his very own music studio, and he said he wants to work on the type of projects Hollywood would never allow him to make. So if the reports are true about Gene Deal teaming up with Katt, it would explain why Diddy would want to shut Gene up now before it drops. Because if Gene's got receipts and Katt's got the platform, that's a full-blown problem, and not just for Diddy, but for the whole corrupt industry. And here's the thing. Ever since that attack, Gene's whole energy shifted. As you all know, he's been telling stories about Diddy for years, but now he's talking different. The interviews feel sharper and more raw, like the last bit of restraint is gone. Gene is not sugarcoating anything, and you can hear it in his voice that he's pissed. In his latest sit down on the art of dialogue, Gene went off on people celebrating Diddy beating the RICO charge, and he broke it down for these people to show exactly what type of person they're celebrating.
They celebrating for a psychotic narcissist, a sociopath sex offender, abusing and degrading women, beating on them, brother, and having them appease him and his homosexual tendencies by letting random men, prostitutes, male prostitutes, brother, ejaculate their sexual juices on them so he can lick them off. Is this what's happening in the fucking hood now? Is that what's good in the hood? Tell me, is that what's happening in the streets, brother? Is that what the industry that came down to now? They celebrating him. And it's strange, bruh. How they celebrating this demon, bruh. They celebrating this demon. Do you understand that?
And when asked if he still feels the same way about Diddy as he did before the verdict, Gene straight up said Diddy deserves to be buried.
I'm gonna say the same shit about Diddy, but in my way. I'm not here to praise this nigga. I'd rather see him buried. And y'all can say and feel however you want to. Because that's the way he felt about people we all used to be around and love. This dude is psychotic. I don't care what you say, bruh. You look at some of the stuff that he did, and like I say, that's what's good in the hood now. That's how y'all getting down now. Licking another man's sperm off his girl.
Oh my God, I can't get that out of my mind.
Because men and still going to jail. I don't care for him. I don't give a fuck about him. Him, anybody who looked like him, got his last name and came in on a boat with him.
Now, some people think Gene is doing too much, especially when he said Diddy should end up like Epstein.
Damn, that's crazy. He said, and anybody who looked like him. Damn.
Beating women. Because men and still going to jail.
Damn.
I don't care for him. I don't give a fuck about him. Him, anybody who looked like him, got his last name and came in on a boat with him.
Now, some people think Gene is doing too much, especially when he said Diddy should end up like Epstein. But Gene made it clear that that's exactly what Diddy deserves. He also recalled how there were many situations when he nearly lost his life protecting Diddy, only for Diddy to turn around and put a hit on him. But that's not even the main reason Gene said Diddy deserves to be buried. For Gene, it's not about what Diddy did to him, but all the evil stuff he did to so many innocent people.
But for you to say he should hang himself, I mean, that's a little extreme. I mean, what did he do for you to feel like that?
Bruh, I never really discussed the fact that my issues with my job with nobody. You understand? Because people don't realize is that let me sit up in this a little bit. You know, I know people gonna say what they want to say. People don't realize this, brother, that it's a lot of shit that happened with us as far as when you go do a security job and you willing to die for somebody. We was in situations that I could have lost my life. Protected him. But that's what I'm getting paid for. I never fought this dude for me. I fought because of what he was doing to other people. And I don't understand why it's so hard.
Now, as for people saying that Gene's life is still in danger, especially once Diddy gets out of prison, Gene said he's not worried at all because he knows Diddy better than most people and he can protect himself.
I'm not going to worry about somebody that I bodyguard. I'm not going to worry about somebody that I bodyguard. And God knows I could bodyguard myself.
Jesus,
with his
man.
blessings. I could bodyguard myself with his blessings, bro. I'm not worried about that. Nothing beats an ambush, and I know that.
John.
But I'm not worried about his shit. What you eat don't make me shit. So I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. If you got a problem with it, tough titty. I have been talking about this character. I've been talking about this shit. Even today, I'm going to continue to talk about it.
So for everyone who thought Gene would backtrack or go away after the Diddy verdict, Gene just proved them wrong. He's got a lot more to expose and will keep speaking out no matter what the cost. Diddy thought intimidation would quiet Gene down, but it did the opposite. Here's the thing. Gene's been spilling a lot of tea already, but insiders are saying the real stories haven't even hit yet. Gene is sitting on some crazy receipts from audio clips, messages, even video footage that could prove some of the darkest rumors. Not just about Diddy, but about other powerful people in the industry. And now that Gene is teaming up with Katt Williams, you already know this is going to be huge. But here's something else that's barely getting talked about. There are reports going around that 50 Cent isn't just throwing out support for Gene on social media for clicks. He's actually linking up with Gene and Katt behind the scenes. Insiders say 50's been pushing for this ever since he started working on his Diddy Do It documentary, but Gene and Katt only just finally gave the green light after the verdict. And after everything that's happened, let's just say some people in the industry are not going to sleep easy.
Dang. I don't know, man. I'm down to see this. No matter what, I would love to see where Katt Williams, because he did say he got a big old place that he putting together, like, what's the Medea boy name? Oh my God, I can't remember people's name. With he got lawsuits out and everything. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. August the 1st. I would love to spend some time down there where Katt Williams is putting his movie set together and everything. And start trying to hook up and try to do some things outside of this YouTube thing. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I think this is the last video I'm going to do before I get on the plane, baby. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to be up in the air.